Okay. Welcome to the stream. Still doing like little tiny setups and everything like that, but you know, can only do so much. Okay. So, all right. Oh, I need to get one more thing. That should be fine. Okay. And sorry guys, I'm gonna swap it over to my new camera just to kind of give you guys a heads up, but you get to see what's in my partially in my room. Hey guys. I'm just doing some last minute things. Took a little bit longer than I anticipated. So I got some music playing in the background, if you can hear it on the camera. This is music that can be played while streaming. I got it off of the Humble Bundle a little while back. So it's all done by what is it, the group, or at least the owners of it and everything. It's called Dark Fantasy Studio, and so I'm going to be doing some stuff today. First things first is I'm going to be updating my printer. And I did get some new toys, so I'll show those off. Trying to think. It's been months since I last streamed, apparently, according to Twitch. Or I forget where it was, I was reading it. But I think it was 8 months since I last streamed. And a lot's happened since then. God, it helps so I can type right. Sorry, I had to get that tweet out stating that the stream is now live. So yeah, let me see if I can pull up that thing. But no, I won't bother pulling that one up. The software, not software, the place where I got the music from was a place called Humble Bundle, and they had a thing for royalty-free, DRM-free music. So I downloaded it, I bought the whole library. And so that's what's going to play in the background. I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit because it's a little bit loud for me, but you guys should still be able to hear it. It's actually audio coming straight off the TV. I don't have it hooked into the computer. I'm not being fancy like that. So let me swap to what we're going to be using. So if you hadn't noticed, I'm sorry, I almost forgot about this. If you haven't noticed, the screen's a lot bigger and everything. I have a new webcam. It is an HD camera I'm going to be playing around with. I'm going to be getting me green screen stuff. In fact, filter should still be on from when I was originally testing it, possibly. Nope. Oh well, I probably deleted it. But yeah, I have material to make a green screen. I just need to stitch it together. So, kind of an update while I'm gathering last minute things. I have been working on a variety of projects, off and on. One of them is in this little bin here. Well, part of it anyway. Let me move this out of the way because we don't need you anymore. Part of the project's in this bin. Let me do this real quick and grab one more thing. Okay, so this is the other thing. Let me go back to the big cam. All right, yeah. So this is a project that I've been working on off stream, only because it's a lot bigger. It's like my LED cube that I did with that 3x3. This time it's an 8x8. So that's what I've been kind of working on. And in the tub, let me transition back to the other camera. In the tub, okay, there's a lot more in here than what's being used, so I'm going to point it out. I'll use this little screwdriver. These ones here are 5mm clear, various color LEDs. These aren't part of the project. These ones are. This is part of the project too. This is just a staging area I'm currently using. Let me get this in here. It's a staging area for the bends, and then this is where I put the LEDs I'm ready to go to next into here. Bends here, and then I put them into their respective bin. So, as you saw in the other thing, on the actual cube, I have two panels kind of soldered up. I have a jig and all that kind of stuff. I may do a separate stream on that, soldering up the stuff, because the longest part right now has been these. I've been working on these, just bending the LEDs for the last 3 days. And then before that, and this was several months ago, like back in December, when I didn't have a job, I sorted them into bins for the amount needed to make a full panel. So I've got 4 panels ready, a 5th one halfway done, and this is the last one I have to make to finish this over here. So might be a separate stream. Who knows? But I'm using that to keep it nice and neat. And I've been doing one in the bends, just bending it with my nail, and just doing that thing. The other thing is I've been using this little thing, it's a heat sink. It's supposed to be a heat sink. Sorry for all the shadows. I'm trying to see if I can get rid of some of these. Yeah, screw that shadow. This will help with the lighting though. But yes, so I've been using this thing to do the second bend, and it's been perfect, at least the spacing on it, but we'll go into more detail later on that one. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you all the stuff that's going to go onto my printer. I have done some updates. One of the biggest updates and everything like that was that I could do without modifying the printer itself is I now have this little guy and this little guy. Now you're going to wonder why the screen's black, because it's currently off, but it is a Raspberry Pi 4 2 gig version running on a 7-inch TFT screen that has the webcam built in it, and it's running the Octopi server. So yeah, and see. Let me get the page open here on Firefox, because that's what I saved it on and I forgot to open it. Oh no, I shouldn't say I forgot it. I closed it earlier. I should have left it open. But to kind of give you a taste of the Octopi stuff, this is the direct camera feed from the Octopi. So I'm going to swap it over right now. Yes, it is very, 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 very delayed. So there we go. I forgot to swap it over. So yes, this is a direct feed of the Octopi camera. So just so you can see me, I'm doing this right here, and I'm pointing down at the camera. You can see how delayed it is. Holy smoke, that thing is so delayed. I'm transferring it back over. That is just slow. But yeah, it's the Octopi camera. Wow, okay. That is very, very delayed. I won't burn you guys' eyes with that. So, but yes, it is the Octoprint software. Running Octo Touch for the touchscreen, and I gave it its own dedicated power supply so the Pi has enough power, and then the Pi has enough power, and screen has enough power and everything like that. The only thing I haven't done to it is set a trigger to turn the screen, like at least the backlight, off when it goes to sleep. I just was too lazy to do that. I know it works. I got it to connect to the original setup for the for the printer, running its original board. And I say that like that because I'm actually updating its board. So I'm going to lay out right here all the stuff. Oh yeah, this is the original cat. This is the one I printed when I first got it using Creality's default stuff on the original thing. And it came out pretty good. And then I decided to tweak it and do all that other kind of garbage, and yeah, now it doesn't want to work properly. Fun by me. So I did get me some stuff. Wow, the camera angle on that thing is really good. So I did get some upgrades and some tools for the printer. Like I got me some Z motor offsets to put on the rails. I could have 3D printed some, but I was like, whatever. I got me a new cable for the Octopi to connect to the new board, because the new board now uses micro USB instead of mini USB, which is a major upgrade. The new board still in its shrink wrap. I have yet to take it out of it, but that's the new board. This is the 4.2.7 board, which has the silent motors. I did get some ball bearings, but that's for an upgrade for the spindle I have to print, because this board is a 32-bit board now instead of the 16-bit, and so yeah, now I have to okay, let me close you. I had to update my BL Touch. So my BL Touch that's on there now is the V1. This is the V3 with new cabling and everything like that. So I'm going to see if I can't still use the original cabling, but if not, okay. This is a mount for the Z motor, and I did, because of the fact this thing's been sitting around for a while. I'm not going to show those ones off because I bought these back when I got the printer. They're just replacement nozzles, just a big old huge box of them. But I did get me some filters to put on the filament and everything like that, so I can get a lot of the dust off of it. So what I'm going to do first is plug in a micro SD card, because I need to put a file on it. So let's move all this stuff. Actually, don't need you. I will use you. Put you over there, or put you over there. Oh, and I did get this. No, go away. I did get this, that way I can do the test of the bed and everything like that. Opened it on my second screen, which I did not want it to do. And it still has yet to read it. Close you. For Christ's sake. This is what I get for not prepping beforehand. Oh well, at least you guys get to all live with it with me. Oh, it's got tape on it. Please excuse if the stream goes all stuttery. Of course there was no issues with it. Hey, go away. Just let me open the stupid... Might have to use a different reader. Or a different SD card. Because I've got to download an update to the board that I'm hoping I can update it. Why does it say I have to? Oh. That can explain a lot. This has a Raspberry Pi installed on it. So I cannot use this one. Alright. This is what I get for having 86 million. Well, it feels like it, but not exactly. But like a lot of drives. What I'm trying to figure out is, where did my original drive from the 3D printer, the micro SD card was from the original 3D printer. it's not in the printer, so. Okay, what was this? Oh, okay. I can delete that one because I don't need that one. Alright, so let's get the board out. I'll use this as my static shield. So we're gonna see the new board. Oh. I guess I can't do it that way. Da 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 da. And there you go, in all its glory. So I'm going to set this back here and grab my keyboard because I got to go onto Creality's website and see something here real quick. Ender 3 firmware, no. Let me minimize that for a second, because I have the bin file. Okay. So I already have it. Oh, okay. So the 427 TMC 225 is the file. 2.0.1, which was back on August. Oh. I don't even know if I have the right one now. I'll just delete that one so I don't get mixed up. Because I'm not going to be using the adapter board. Because it's the... Ender 3 Pro 2.0.1. You know what? Let's just do this. I'll do it with the adapter board and filament detector. What's the most it's going to do? I think it just drops into there. Okay. I wonder if I can flash the firmware onto it from the computer. Uh, 4.2.7. Actually, apparently my phone's been going off. Oh, don't care. All right. Okay, looks like I can't do it the way I want to do it, so I just hope it lets me do it with this larger SD card. If not, it's going to be very interesting. But anyway. And now eject. All right, so I'll set that aside. And once I get it installed in the printer, then I will I'll do all that other stuff. So let me get my screen back open. Okay. So judging by the fact that I have to install the board in, I'm going to need to what you call it, get the printer up here on the table. So and here is the printer in all its glory, since I put it together all those months ago and then did the upgrade with the new extruder motor and all that stuff. This is just a cable to a USB light that's kind of hanging off of it. You can kind of see it right there. It's all black, so it kind of blends in. So what I'm going to do is thus. I'm going to take this off for the time being. Because I need to get underneath it. So, as to not mess up a whole lot of stuff while I'm working on this, I'm actually going to unplug all of the Z motors. Or let me rephrase that. The motors on the thing, so that way I don't fry it, because I'm going to be doing a lot more to it than just okay. So those are all disconnected, so now I can move it without it screwing something up. Take you off. I'll leave this on for time being because it's a filament thing. I did get a glass bed, so I do need to replace the nozzle, so I may have to, I'll probably be doing that while I'm having this thing on its side. Though the question is, which side do I want it to lay on? Suppose let's start taking stuff off. Nope. So I think those that are here watching, or if you are lurking, I still appreciate it. I'm also going to do this as like a quote-unquote AMA stream. Not official, of course, but... Okay. So... And pretty much my Ender 3 is the Ender 3 Pro. V1, as far as I'm aware. It's not the it doesn't have the bigger screen on it or anything like that, and it still has the stock board in it. So okay, I'm gonna have to push you back because I think in order for me to get into here, I have to remove a tiny screw up here. I've only ever opened this thing once, and it was just to get an SD card out of it that fell down in because it decided to be drunk. No, that's too big. Also, I had to go in it for the to put the board in it and all that stuff and everything. So, and I think it's yeah. Oh, wait. Now it's time to put this thing on its side. Oops. What did I hit? Oh, it's the power board. Ooh, wow, that was a chunk of glue. So I'm going to keep this pretty much intact for the original board. So I'm only going to unplug things and then I'm going to keep them together. So like I'm going to keep the original board with the original BL Touch. Together, so that way so that way I can oh, I can't talk this evening. If I ever had to, or if I decided to build a bigger printer and want to use the older there we go. And use the older board for anything, I can. Okay, so pretty much what I want to do is reverse engineer this thing. That's not going to help. Come here, you. I'm borrowing you. Whoop. Yes, I am using a high-power flashlight. Leave me alone. So pretty much what I'm wanting to do is basically one for one move these things over. So as I'm putting it in here and everything like that, I want to make sure I move all the stuff over at the same time. So, and from what I have learned from YouTube videos on how to install this stuff, everything's like gunked down by Scholastic. So it's autopsy time. Let's see. I know these things are all marked and I can easily probably just unplug everything, you know, and just go the way of that to install it, but X, Y, Z, extruder. Is it the same? X, Y, E? Yeah. Oh, okay. Ooh, jeez, man, this thing's like gonna give me a heart attack. I gotta get my needle nose. Oh, is that what's pivoting? Okay. There. That's much better. Actually, better idea instead of using the flashlight. Because it's USB, and I have USB right behind me, hanging off my wall. Sorry for the bright spot. Jeez, man, this thing's got a freaking angle on it. I'm trying to set this up so I can see in here and not blind you guys on the camera. Okay. So, now, what did I just do with... There you are. So one of these parts I can easily pull off because it's the... it's basically the board for the BL Touch, which won't need no more. Actually, I could just, I'll leave the daughter board on it, but what I'll do is I will unplug the wire. There we go. Off. Okay, one off. It's like, I can understand the glue. It's so that way it doesn't, you know, vibrate off while it's printing. Oh, well. Yeah. I just pulled the whole header off. The pins are still there. I just pulled the whole socket off of the board. Let me try to clean off some of the glue and see if I can't separate it and put the socket back on. Yeah. Would this be easier outside of the case? Possibly. But then again, I also just got him back on the pins. So there we go, back on. All right, let's try that again. It might be a whole lot easier just to take the board out, to be honest. And now, like, the more I'm thinking about it, just the... God, I hate it when it rocks. How many mounting holes were here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Before I continue ripping any more of this thing out and I rip more headers off, and then I'm going to take the whole board out. Oh, wow. Been streaming for almost an hour. And done very little. Actually, no, I've done more than I've done on this thing since, so... out comes the board. You can't see it, but it's kind of waving in the corner. Probably also a good thing I left this thing alone for, I want to say, several months, because what I'm doing is considered a no-no, because I just realized I didn't do something beforehand, and that is putting my hands near contacts where the power is. Come on, glue. You're gonna lose. I'm gonna win. You know what? There. Now there's no problem because it's not connected. So I'm not worrying about the stepper motor placements, because on the cables they have these like little bands. I'll show you here, hopefully here in a second, once I get some more of this glue off. And just so for reference, I am not putting glue back on this for two reasons. One, I don't think it's going to need it. And two, I don't have a hot glue gun. So I'm not going to be doing any of that. All right, that came off easier. There we go. I mean, if it all boils down to it and everything like that, I have, I believe I have these headers and everything like that. I can always replace them. I bought myself a whole kit of that kind of stuff. So hopefully it has them in there. So that's for the LCD. Alrighty, so okay, now for the rest of this stuff, I wish I could get a better view on this, but I'm currently dealing with the stuff that's right here on this part of the board. Let's see if I can light that up a little better. The power, and then all of these, and then these connections here. So I gotta get rid of all that hot snot. One, two, so fan. Okay, so fan 1, fan 2. Okay. Actually, lift out this board. Let's see. Temp. Is it still? Is it the same layout? Do I? I don't know what that 3-pin header is. Okay, so X and Y. And stop. Okay, it appears to be the same pattern, quote unquote. So I'm just going to finish peeling it off. The one thing I will do is I'll copy this as I unplug them. So. If anybody ever watches this later or hasn't said it or passes on to somebody else, feature request from Creality, don't put hot snot on your stuff, especially if it's an open source piece of hardware. Because it's open source, it means people can modify it. Okay, that came done fairly easy. And you don't want stuff on it to prevent it. Ease of updating, especially between versions. Oop, no. You. Almost ripped its header off of it again. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, this isn't like the best view. Good. Okay. Those are all unplugged now. Now, because my machine doesn't have a Z-axis motor, I don't have to worry about trying to reattach that. Okay. All right, now I have to get creative. I'm going to attach the wires and all of this bottom stuff first, and then I'm going to mount it back into the thing and then install these. Because now I'm at the point where I need to unscrew cables. And literally one for one of them from one board to another, so... Alrighty. First two power connections are transferred over. Those were squished together. I didn't want to leave the block. Okay. Is it the same? Yeah. Okay. Forgive me, guys, if this blinds anybody. I need light. The sad thing is the easiest connections are going to probably end up being the power connections coming into the thing. And I'm talking the big fat power connections that come in from the actual main board or from the power supply itself. Okay. Stop being picky. Get your butt into the hole. Going to be that way? Fine. Get in the hole. That's what she said. There we go. Okay. This next one, I'm just going to pull the two because it's just black and red. It's also clearly labeled on the board, and it's just a fan. It's just power for a fan. I guess for a constant current, constant running fan. Alrighty. We'll do the negative side first. Me and my fat fingers. It's not meant for this kind of work. Yeah, I for some reason like doing it. I think I'm a glutton for punishment. Did I get into the thing? Oh, I never even. Never mind. I've actually been enjoying this music. Wasn't sure, you know, how well I would like it. And for background, it's fine. It works. Okay. The last two connections. And I'm just going to take them right off the original board. Because they're beefy. Oh, no. All right, so there's the original board. And now I gotta find a screw. Found it. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's get you back on the middle rail. Okay, let's get this board back in so I can put these screws back in so I don't lose anymore. Okay. So this will be the first major upgrade I've done to this printer since I bought it, is replacing basically its brains. All right. Okay, you go there. You go there. That's the Y. This is the X. And then this was a fan. I don't think it matters which one it is because it doesn't doesn't state on the board. It just says K-fan 1, K-fan 2. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the board one into K-fan 1. It almost looks like there's cable slack. I want to see if I can't pull it. All right. Okay. And I'm not going to use the old BL Touch cable. That is only going to be used for the BL Touch original, which is the one that went here. Whew. Getting thirsty. And the drink of choice tonight, at least flavored drink of choice, is Mio. Mio Energy. Not sponsored. There's only two major drink companies, or two, like the, well, my two go-to drinks of choice and everything like that, which is Mountain Dew, the Amp series, Kickstart, and the then a series that has its own thing is Balls. And because of a closure of a place I used to work at, I guess I can talk about it now because I'm no longer there, so nobody can stalk me. At least, you know, not while I'm at work. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure stuff lines up. There we go. All right. But yeah, if anybody lives on the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, where I live, just to name a few places. If you've ever been to any of those states, you've probably seen an electronics store called Fry's Electronics, which was a pretty good store. And I say was in past tense because Wednesday, officially, they ceased operations. They are no longer in. They're no longer an entity anymore. They just up and closed. No real warning or anything to its employees, i.e. myself. And I mean, there were clues, and we should have picked up on those at the time. But then again, some of those clues were kind of vague. Because if you went in as a customer and didn't know what was going on in the background, your first thing would be, okay, when's the closing sale happening? Which was the most common statement that I ever heard. So common, in fact, and everything like that, I can predict it before they can say it. And from what I was told slash, I shouldn't say told, but from my understanding when they explained some stuff to me was the company is just restructuring and we're hope to get some of the big stuff back in. And I'm like, cool, this would suck if this place ultimately closed. And we were being rest assured and everything like that, told that, nope, place isn't closing. I mean, it was hanging on by a thread, and I was surprised at how long it stayed open since my first prediction on it. But, what you call it? I'm all of a sudden losing my train of thought. I'm doing fine detailed stuff now, so it's like I must focus. That's the Y, so I want Z. Where's Z? There's Z. But they what you call it, when they were like winding down doing that whole spiel and stuff like that, they told us and everything like that, that, you know, our jobs are not on jeopardy. We don't have to worry about a thing, and yada, yada, yada. But apparently, they were not going to hold to their promise on that. So last year, because of COVID, they had to reduce staff. And that was across the company. You know, not say the location I worked at or anything like that. And so I had to go on unemployment and was on unemployment for roughly 9, almost 10 months. And then I get a text message back in December from my supervisor, or previous supervisor, going, hey, do you want to come back? Of course, I'm like, sure. I couldn't get a job. I could not find a job that I could do. And because of COVID and everything like that, a lot of places closed up, or they're not they say they're hiring, but then they're not. Because, I mean, yeah, you're going to get tons of things, you know, people going, hey, are you guys hiring? Here's my application. You know, here's this, and that, you know, like, you know, I'll suck your dick, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, well, probably not that last one, but you never know. I mean, come on, how else do you think corporations work? They don't work by charity. It's called Who's the Biggest Dick You Can Suck, and do so without having to give them a roofie. Yeah, I said it. Who's going to tell on me? Oh God, I gotta remember how this went in. Did it come in through the top or through the back? Yeah, because it doesn't have its own dedicated hole. You know what? Oh wait, no, it went through this way. And then up. Yeah, if they claim they didn't change the footprint of this board, I'm calling up shenanigans. That will pinch. I don't want you to pinch. And you're keyed, so you should be able to get in there without an issue. Yay! Let's let's loop you. Oh, don't want to do that. Okay, that's plugged in. So the screen's now plugged in. All right, now what did I do with it? There it is. Okay, so before I put this on, I'm going to thread the cable through. I've got to look this up. Connecting the BL Touch to the Creality 4.2.7 board pinout. Because now there's a dedicated pin out on the thing, and it just says ground voltage in, ground out. And I want to make sure I'm getting the colors right. Because to just kind of give you guys a rough idea what I'm looking at. That's the thing. I thought it was together so I could just plug it in. Usually black is ground, but then there's brown, red, white, or red, yellow. I don't know which one's ground. So I don't want to plug them in upside down. Oh, here we go. I found a picture. So white goes on out. So, okay, black and white. So I was right. Because if I was just attaching it straight off of the oh no, they have it separated on here too. Thanks. Thanks, Drunken. Have a good night. Sorry I was boring you to dribble. Let's put the V3 in here. So pain meds. Oh yeah. I should have the VOD of this up and up on my YouTube channel later, hopefully. You know, however long it takes for it to come up. So that way you can watch my boring blah 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 later. Okay, I'm gonna have to assume, because the pictures I'm seeing shows the brown being green. And then the red and yellow is pretty much the same thing. So I wonder if it changed color. When they did an update and everything like that. Well, that's not going to open. Because a lot of the images that I'm seeing for this thing and stuff like that show it to be a different color. Yeah, so even... What? Oh, here we go. This is better. Okay, so the brown is ground. Okay. And then black is ground. Okay, so... Okay. Alrighty, so now technically, quote unquote, I have the printer. I have everything that I need plugged into it. Okay, so wanted to make sure I got that plugged in right. All right, so now everything's plugged in. It's all screwed in and everything like that. Now I got to put this back on it. All right, you. There we go. All right, now to get this thing buttoned up. Okay. Okay, there's a cable or something like that messing with this thing. Oh, and that came unplugged. Great. Let me feed you underneath. See if that fixes one problem. Okay, that fixes that problem. Ground is black. Actually, and then it was brown was ground, right? Yeah. I have a feeling I may be pulling this thing apart again. If I'm not careful. Get this bit of glue off. Because the connection for the BL Touch onto the board is so loose, I have a feeling it may come off. if I'm not careful. So if all of a sudden I have errors and everything like that, I'll know the BL Touch decided to remove itself from play. What are you, like, caught on? Oh, no, you're loose. Okay. Let's see, can I see down in there? Yeah, it looks like they're still, it's quote-unquote still attached. Oh, too small. Again, forgive me for the bright light in the corner. What I'm still surprised is how this is being picked up with how wide of an angle this camera thing is. This is literally the first time I'm using the camera, so for anything other than just, like, you know, playing around with settings, not with OBS specifically, just in general. Okay. That's all connected. All right. Take you off. Turn you off. All right. Or I'm pretty much going to plug it back all up in into itself. And then we'll do the power up to do the programming and all that other garbage. So oh, you are pinched in a way you should not be pinched. Okay. All right. So while I have it up like I do, I'm going to go ahead and throw in the, because it's upside down. There we go. Throw in the micro SD card, so that way when I do power it up, I can have it do its boot stuff. All right, so now the next set of, oh, I want to put these bolts back in. Yeah, close enough. I've seen people move this box, which is the whole computer for this thing, so it brings out all this extra space underneath. I'm not going to, because I don't need to or want to. Don't want to pop these zip ties. But I'm going to have to. Oh, I gotta take you off. All right. And nope. Take off. The original BL Touch. It sucks that I can't use it on this newer board, because I did not want to spend another $50. Why are you being stubborn? There we go. Oh. Makes me wonder. Because I know I didn't put it that tight in. I did it hand tight. I wonder if it just over time. Or if it's because of the plastic. Okay. And now we officially open the new V3 BL Touch. Da, 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 da. So it gives me, it gives me a whole host of mounting hardware, replacement ends. Oh, nice. It gives me new pins, it gives me a longer screw, gives me some stuff to if I couldn't install it. That's for the 2. Okay, so it gives me like replacement headers and stuff like that. If I did anything, it would have like replaced them to being what you call it, a 5 wide pin header. Alrighty. So let me unthread you. Okay. So here's the BL Touch that was originally on it. Here is the new one. And it is official. I made sure I got the official ones. Oh, according to this said it's also a 3.1. I've got 2 now. I'll put the new one on. I'll leave this one for the old board. Oh. I thought it was the version 1 because the posting says it shouldn't work. According to the original posters, or the buyer, the person I bought it from, according to him, it should not work. Because it was the wrong like version number or something like that. So I can take off this little short guy on here. Because I won't need it. And then plug in the new one. The new, much longer one. I thought it was just an extension. I didn't know it was basically a direct replacement. See, you learn something new. Okay, I had it in here, up here, around here, going up through the Bowden tube, or past the Bowden tube, and then into there. Now, I'm kind of doing this convoluted because I think I originally wired it up with the BL Touch already on the bracket and then put the bracket on. Oh, that is not the right one. So this time I'm putting it on with the bracket still on the machine because I really don't want to tear it all apart again. Alrighty, screw one in. And I'm doing it loose first. Just so that way I can get it lined up into the mounting holes. Alrighty. Inside the mounting holes. And now to... Okay. Alright. That part's done. I need to get this mounted back on before I start moving it. I'm not going to tighten it down. I'm just gonna mount it so it stays there. Okay, I'm gonna set those there. Let's see. It's 10 o'clock. I have been streaming for 2 hours. Let's see if I can get all the other hardware pieces installed. Once I get all those installed and everything like that, then I will turn it on, boot the firmware. Hopefully it updates correctly. It does what it's supposed to. And do a part 2 of the stream, because I don't know if I want to be doing this after midnight because of what time it is. Okay, now to pick this thing up and twist it. Alright, so what I'm going to work on now is this thing. This is its upgrade time. So I'm going to set you aside, set you aside, because I don't need you anymore. All of that is now trash. Set you to the side. You can just stay there. So this thing came with 2 blocks. I doubt I'm going to need 2. Mainly one goes up here. I probably could put one way down here just so it stays square through the whole thing, but I'm just going to do the one. So we'll put you there. And where is that other piece? What did I do? Oh, here it is. So this is the Z-axis stepper motor mount. According to the listing, this thing is supposed to fix the issue of it not being aligned correctly. So we'll find out. And as always, you want to RTFM. Oh, apparently if I send them an email with the Amazon thing when I purchased it for the order, there's apparently a gift they'll send me. We shall see. Alrighty. So I'm going to kind of be very ginger about that because I don't want it to move any more than I want it to. Clip you there. Plug it into a different USB port for power. Super bright. All right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this camera angle, not so good. Let me try something here. Let me put up this thing real quick. All right. I'm gonna move my camera around. I don't want to make you guys sick. This also gives me a chance to stretch my legs. I just pinched myself with my camera stand. All right, so because of the nature of the beast, it's gonna have to sit like that. Yeah, I don't have the best stuff to get it to look appropriate, but then again, since when am I a professional at anything? I call myself the jack of all trades. Knowledge of all, master of none. So, now for some cold water. Ice cold water. Very good brand. For keeping stuff cold. Alrighty, so because this is a threaded rod, because I don't want to take off the that one will be too big. I think I need this one. Nope. So which one is it? That's too big. Is it really this one? No, because it spins freely in there. Am I missing one? What do I do with it? There it is. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I don't need to do that. Oop, shit. Loosen the one on the motor. That way I don't have to unthread the entire thing. That's using noodle for more than just decoration. Okay. And just by gravity, it's gonna do that. Okay. Something I could use. Yes, I'm using a USB cable to kind of. You probably can't see it. I'm using the original micro USB cable. I'm sorry, the mini USB cable to hold the Z axis stuff up. Up off the the printer so it doesn't slam down. Alrighty. Now let's see how well it holds hanging. Please hold, please hold, please hold. Perfect. Okay, it's holding. It's holding. That's all that matters. And now... it'll work. Or I could temporarily put this block in to hold the Z up high enough. Let me do that. In fact, if I unscrew this, well, I shouldn't say unscrew because I'm not unscrewing it. If I screw this all the way up to the top, I can put the block in and have it hold the printer, the gantry as well. And because I have two, Oh, well, that's a fail on my part. Guess I won't be using these. At least not for... anything but stop blocks. Ooh. No, go back up. All right. These are meant for wider rails than what's here. And they said these ones would fit with the Ender 3. Whoops. Oh well. I can get rid of that now. Yep, these ones will work. Alrighty. Of course not. It's never the one I think it is. Okay, so I guess I'll be 3D. Oh, that thing's made of plastic. I'll be 3D printing myself the Z offset motor. Or not the Z offset motor mount. That's what these metal ones are supposed to be. God, those things are plastic? That's like stupid. Oh, I think I got... It's cool. It comes with its own mounting stuff because it looks like it's not designed to use the original mount or original mounting position. Yeah. So I'm going to use the new stuff to mount it on here. Nope, too tiny. Come on. All right. So now it wants me to use these in the thing. And they're stupid short, so that's why they give the T-nut. And there's like a slight vibration. What moved? Oh. So it looks like I won't be using the original mounting holes. Oh well, that's fine. At least I'm going from a piece of plastic to a metal mounting piece. Come on, go flat and pull. Okay. That's in. So now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put all the new stuff back into here. and basically seal it up, put it back into the case it was in, and then I'll take the old stuff, put it in there as well, so that way if I ever have to replace it back to the original stuff, I can. I'm kind of mad about the blocks though. I was hoping that would be just a... Oh, wait a second. I'm an idiot. And I'm going to have to make a new spindle thing. Because I can still use the block. It just goes this way. And I was thinking it goes into the junction, and I could put it up at the top of the thing. So I can still technically use it. I'm an idiot. An American idiot. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's do that so I can get you off. There we go. And just let you slowly let you drop back into place. Alrighty, and I think it was this one. No. Again, me being stupid. No. This one. Yes. Awesome. That's now replaced. Oh. Okay. Cable, you did your job. Thank you. That goes away. Well, this little guy did great when it was on there, but it was also printed on the old setup and it had some issues on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that real well, but it didn't stick real well on the first layer, but then it was fine the rest of the time, so I was like, I guess. Okay. Oh, not far enough. Oh, I don't need to worry about it. I got it unplugged. And I'm not too worried about burying the nozzle because that nozzle is being replaced. Okay. What is in the way? Oh, it's just the nut itself being stupid. Oh, it's also tightened down too. Needle nose pliers. yeah, you guys are getting perfect shots of this. There we go. All right, get in there far enough that I can basically twist you into place. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, you are in. Actually, something smaller. Maybe this. There we go. Okay, it's in. I am not liking how that sounds. Let me twist it real quick. That's 6 1/4 according to that. Okay, that's not going to do what I wanted it to do. Let's do this. there. I don't think this is going to work as intended. At least not right now. Because it feels like it's binding on the rod. And it's not supposed to do that. I may have to do some tests on it. It looks straighter, but then again, I'm also going by eye, and I don't have appropriate measuring tools, so I'm going to put it in there. And basically hope for the best. Oh, did I just... Yeah. Because it's supposed to go down here. It's supposed to go down a little bit, and I'm putting it near the maximum height. I am going to flip it though. I'm going to have the ball bearing pointed down. And I'm going to try my luck and see if I can't thread that into. Did I get it? No. I'm literally like, I got it. I was actually doing that blind. I was doing that flipping blind. Oh, and you got moved. Come on, you piece of crap. Don't go further in. I want you to come this way. Let me see if I can hit it from the other side. Kind of push it. And there goes my light. All right. Okay, that worked. So many flipping sizes. Nope. Nope. There. And I'll know if I have a bite if it starts turning. There we go. All right. That's in now. It almost feels like it's harder for it to move. If it can't move by itself, I'll take it out and then just not use it. This is just a temporary measure until I can zip tie it correctly. And as long as I don't have to change the way the cables connect. because I may have to go in it and reattach the put a different end on that one thing that for the BL Touch that isn't so loose. Yes, for extruder. Where's this one? Oh, it's just under here. Put this back in. That back in. All right, now I'm just turning it around far enough that I can get the power cable plugged in. And according to Creality, I just put in a bin file and it's just supposed to start up. I don't have to do anything. Turned on. Oh, it is so much quieter. Interesting. You can't really see it, but let me see if I can angle the camera. It is moving, and it is quiet. Now I just have a small problem. I don't think the let me see something here. Can I flash the 427 board over USB? Yeah, it says there's no TF card. I wonder if this card... Oh. Let me just kill it. I'm wondering if it's because of the format on this on this thing. Because it wasn't reading it. Let me do that just in case. Properties. Oh, it's labeled as exFAT. And I do not have a adapter. I mean, I do, but I don't. I do have an adapter, but I don't have an adapter that goes from basically micro SD up to... Oh, is this another? Oh, that was just a spot, damn it. I don't have an adapter that goes from the I don't know what happened to the original thing. Did I put it in like a Raspberry Pi I don't know about. Because that had a distro on it. That's a 128, it won't read it. I'm wondering if it's just the board. You know what? Format. By default, it only does EX. Because according to the instructions, I should be able just to basically plug it in. I wonder if this was the original one, and this is the I installed Linux on it just to no, I want. I think they're further down. No, it wasn't system optimization. Here we go. Computer management. Disk management. Because what I'll do is yeah, it's giving me okay. I wish I could show the screen to you, but I've got other things on my desktop. At least on this side of the desktop, I don't want to. I can't move. I don't want anybody to see. It's not that it's, you know, dirty. Delete volume. Actually, can I just properties? we go. All right. So I just pulled it out. I'm going to put it back in and see if it tells me to format it. It is giving it a drive letter. This is like convoluted. Awesome. Good. Awesome. Eject. Now let's see if that works. Let's turn that off. Yeah, because all I want to do is just boot it up and get the firmware updated, and then attach my Octoprint stuff. And let's see, yeah. Well, there's nothing on the screen. fix that thing. There it goes. Alright, well, it's loaded, but I don't know what's going on with the... Shit. Okay. I think I found the problem. All right, well, it flashed correctly. The BL touch isn't working, so I have to figure that out. Something tells me it dropped and unplugged from the thing in the bottom. And if that's the case, easy fix. I'll do something to make it stick. But everything else works. Which is good. The Z up and down felt funny, but it could just be me. But something tells me that constant buzzer sound from Ender 3 Pro updating version 4.2.7 board with BL Touch. Let's see what comes up with that. I'm wondering if I goofed on the firmware version. Printer mainboard. Marlin 2.0, yeah. Think I found my problem. Everything's connected, right? I think I used the wrong bin file. So let's try that again. There we go. Ender 3 Pro. .427 Marlin version 1. Okay. Let's try this one, because if it works with this, then and doesn't start basically cacking itself. All right, round 2. Because it wasn't supposed to. Are we good? It's not cacking itself. Control. The allthat shows. Alrighty. So, I believe I have the right thing on. Because it's now version 112. Marlin 112. 425 2020 Ender 3 Pro. Yeah, it's it says Ender 3 Pro is ready. All right. Well, I got that sort of fixed. I am, though, going to go ahead and call the stream for tonight. Only because it's 11:30. I really don't want to be doing this past midnight, and I want to get to bed. So what I'm going to do is this. I am going to leave this the way it is. I'm going to probably tomorrow see if I can't figure out how to get that if it came undone. I'm more than likely going to flip this thing and find out why it's coming undone. If that is the case, because if that's the case and everything like that, then you know, because it's not, I didn't see it cycle the BL Touch, and there should have been lights, so I got to figure out what's going on with that. And I have a feeling it unplugged in here. I have a sneaking suspicion that's what happened. You know what? Screw it. I need to get it. I need to figure out if that's the case. If it's the plug and everything like that, then I'll have to figure out another solution. Because it was so loose. It was so loose. I'm really hoping that's all it is, too. Oops. Unplug you. I'm being like extra careful because I'm not gonna undo the I'm gonna use the flashlight. If I see it off the thing, then I know it came undone. Doesn't appear to have come off. Okay, it didn't disconnect. It's still quote unquote connected. But I'm gonna have to do this test and power on stuff and everything with it on its side, and I need to unplug stuff and everything like that. The way I have stuff set up now, it's not going to allow me to troubleshoot this effectively. You know, not without putting stress on stuff I probably shouldn't put stress on. Because I should have been able to initialize the BL Touch from the menu, and it should have booted up with it. Oh, yeah, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to risk it. Alright, I'm going to do it a whole different way, but not like this. This is going to cause a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the stream here, troubleshoot it, figure out why the BL Touch isn't working, and then if I'll do a part. I'll continue on with this. Might do it tomorrow. All depends on the thing. If not, it'd be later this week. Just however long it takes to troubleshoot this part of it, and then we'll get it attached to the Octoprint, have it do its whole routine, and then go from there. So I thank everyone who came by. Thank those that just lurked. If you liked what you saw, hit the follow button. If you really liked and want to help support the channel, hit the subscribe button. So again, thank you for coming by, and have a good night.